We're back with another episode.
All right, you ready to get on into this episode?
Yes.
All right, y'all. Well, welcome back to another episode of the Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. We're back at it again. Thank y'all so much for joining us.
Woo.
Yeah.
Whoa.
How was your week this past week?
I have worked every day. Just working.
Like even the
little
weekends
worker
too?
bee, even the weekends.
Oh, that sucks.
But I did get out early enough on Saturday to watch Texas beat the shit out of Oklahoma.
Was it y'all's homecoming?
No, it's just the Red River shootout, the rivalry, the big game.
And where was it? In Austin?
It's in Dallas every year at the State Fair.
Oh, cool beans.
Have you been to the State Fair?
Never. We need to go this year.
Okay, next year. Because I think it's like
I legit
we're
just said,
phasing
let's
out. Yeah.
Well, did they end in November? How long
Oh,
does
maybe
go?
it does. I just always go for OU, so I'm like, it's over. We could still go. It is so fun. And that's a really cool game to go to, just because it's at the State Fair. But yeah, you should go. There's lots of fried food, lots of fun, lots of white people. Your favorite.
White people? Mm-hmm. Oh.
So
Interesting. I'm not sure who told her that, but
So
okay.
yeah, did you know Oklahoma is the winningest college football team since World War II?
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought Alabama for some reason.
I know, but there's your fun fact
Or
for the day.
Georgia. Wow.
But yeah,
Sooner Boomer? Are you talking
Boomer Sooner, yeah. Fuckers, can't stand them.
about? Okay. I don't have an issue with Oklahoma.
Yeah, we're all good. Texas won, so hook 'em horns, and I got to watch that. Didn't get to go to the fair, but that's okay. I really want some fried Oreos.
See,
and a
this is
funnel
why we
cake
need to go.
And a corny dog. I would give my left nut for a corny dog.
I haven't had a corn dog in 15 years, so I don't know how my body would do
This
that.
is how you got to break the fast, a Fletcher's corn dog at the Texas State Fair.
I would do the fried Oreos, though.
Those are good.
Do they have corn? This is Texas. They got to have corn,
They got
right?
everything. They used to, one year they had
go.
fried Thanksgiving dinner. It tasted like Thanksgiving in a bite.
Like white people Thanksgiving or black people Thanksgiving?
Well, okay, chill out.
I'm just saying, you know.
But yeah, we should go. It's so fun. There's a lot going on right now. It's Renaissance Festival. It's Texas State Fair.
Yeah, we got to find out when
All
Texas
the corn mazes are going on.
I'm going to the Texas State Fair this year.
Hell yeah.
What is it in?
Maybe.
Let's see.
You probably got another week.
State Fair. This is your job to do this.
Oh yeah, you're doing so good though. Lickety clack.
2024 dates. Let's see. It ends October 20th. We're not going anywhere. God damn.
Oh shit.
This is why I fucking hate Texas, man. Y'all suck. Like, why would y'all have a fair that ends in October? Why can't this shit end in like Thanksgiving or Christmas?
It's been going to September 27th.
That's not even a whole
Ran
month.
for a month.
We just had a hurricane. Come
That's
on.
true. But man, is it a sight to see? When you can go, you should.
Man, well, we can still go this weekend.
Just fucking hightail it. But yeah, so
Do a turn and burn.
that's all I've been doing. I'll call in. Let's just fucking go.
It's only $15 for an adult.
But you can't bring your guns anymore. No more guns.
I wouldn't bring a gun to that.
A lot of
anyway.
people are upset about it. But
Why do
anything
you need to bring a
want
gun
front,
to a fair?
Yeehaw, bitch! It's Texas. Why
Yeah,
not?
but
The one place I do need a gun is the State Fair.
Is it a lot of black people?
There are a good chunk of black people because it's Dallas.
Yeah. See, that's what we need to go.
Yeah, it's fun. This year they have fried chocolate covered strawberries. That's what I would. You don't know.
I
that
hate
that's
chocolate
bad.
covered everything.
Really?
I don't like chocolate covered anything except for like a Snickers or like a Reese's Pieces. But other than that, I hate chocolate covered pretzels, candies, all that. Ugh, no.
I didn't know that about
Strawberries,
you.
I hate that. One of my friends ended up buying me like a edible arrangement one year for my birthday, and they had like the chocolate covered pretzel sticks in there. I don't like that.
Really? Why?
I don't like chocolate covered anything.
Chocolate makes everything.
I love
better.
chocolate and I love fruit, but not together.
Weird.
It's just like, cobbler. I'm not a cobbler girl because I hate wet
I love
bread.
a cobbler.
But I love the filling on the inside. I just don't like wet bread on the outside.
But okay, but if you get a good crust,
I don't like crust like that.
okay,
I don't even like icing. I have icingless cake every year for my birthday.
it gets weirder and weirder.
I'm a texture girl. Y'all know that.
Big texture girl.
Y'all know that on this podcast. Y'all know that. But yeah.
How was your week?
My week was actually pretty cool. Had some travel and all that kind of stuff. The hurricane delayed mostly a lot of stuff. Changed some stuff around, which was fine, but whatever. God is good. I'm safe
All the
and that's
time.
and all the time, God is good. So yeah, it was cool. I just had a very short week at work. Thank God. Hallelujah. Let me
The
tell y'all
best weeks
something.
are short weeks.
When you have a short week at work, it's just It's amazing because everything can go wrong, and you're like,
Don't care.
I just got 2 more days left.
Truly, yeah.
I'm good, and it blesses your soul.
I was at work on Sunday, and all this shit was going on. One of the nurses was just talking to another nurse at the nursing station, and I was just sitting there, and she was like, this is going wrong, and this is that, and the other nurse sitting there looked at her, and she was like, that sounds like a Monday problem.
Oh, Jesus.
And then the nurse goes, yeah, but I'm here again tomorrow, so it'll be my problem. And I was like, oof, worst feeling in the world.
Oh, goodness.
There's nothing better than being like, ooh, that's a problem for all of them to figure out tomorrow when I'm not here. I love that.
That's hilarious. I put my little, hey, I'm going to be out of the office.
You have to do that?
Yeah. I don't have to, but I just do because I want people to know I'm not here.
I'm not important enough, so I'm just like,
listen, nobody depends on me for anything. You can. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to send you right to the people who get paid to do that stuff. So, nah.
I'm just a better person when I only have to work 3 days, a week.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I have now I've worked.
How many days?
Did I work last Sunday or last Saturday?
I don't know.
This is, I swear to God, my 5, 6, 7, 8. This is my 8th day working.
I used to do it as a new PT and not doing that anymore ever again. Anyway,
Stupid.
What are you throwing in the rehab corner this week?
My whole job.
Oh,
all of it.
I feel like we do that every week,
The
but yeah,
entirety of it.
specifically what happened?
Actually, it hasn't been that bad. I fear it's been kind of chill, which means something shitty's gonna happen.
Right, knock on wood. You better knock on wood, girl. There we go. Okay, not too much.
I don't have anything crazy to report. You know what I will throw in the rehab corner? People at work. Okay, listen. You know what I'm talking about, but it's going to take me a second to get there. Okay. You know when we know what it's like to work in a high stress environment, right? Like there's different levels of hospital. There's different units. There's different like acuity of patients. Our job can be really chill or really not chill. So when you work in a really not chill place, it makes the really chill places seem even more chill because you're like, this is nothing. The motherfuckers upstairs are literally on death's door, and you have to do the same thing. It's very different. There's something about the smaller hospitals where it's literally like low stakes environment that a lot of therapists specifically like to turn these is it mountains into molehills? Molehills into mountains. Like everything is, and I'm like, this is not a situation.
Yeah.
This is not that serious. This is not important. But it's like you have nothing to do or complain about because this job is chill as fuck.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's really getting to me.
Mountains out of molehills.
Mountains out of molehills.
They try to make mountains out of molehills, so they try to make small. Yeah.
There, that's what I'm trying. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to be.
I was like, wait, that's not right. Sorry. Sorry about that.
And it's so hard to sit back and just be like, I don't even want to engage in this conversation with you because I think it's fucking stupid that we're having this discussion because it's literally, we could have been done talking about it 27 minutes ago. And I'm still going to do what the fuck I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And you can do it too. But you have talking about, like, we get inappropriate orders all the time. Like, someone will come in with 16 fractures and a stroke, haven't been seen by any of the appropriate people, and they're like, we need therapy to see them. So obviously, you get that order, and you're like, I can't see them. They've got all these fractures. I need a weight-bearing status. They have a stroke. I need neuro to see them. And instead of just being like, move on to the next one, we got to wait. It's like a 45-minute conversation about how we keep getting these inappropriate orders. And I'm like, just move the fuck on.
Just move on. It's very easy to move on.
It's so easy to move on, but and I don't know.
Yeah, what I'm putting in the rehab corner is also my job, but specifically people at my job, all of it. So you know what I hate about people, especially in corporate America, is when certain things are happening and certain rules are being broken, laws, policies, procedures, things of that nature. How people continue to like congregate and talk about said things.
Let it the fuck go.
No. Don't let it go. Write their asses up. Okay?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right. Because the thing is, if stuff keeps happening and people keep, purposefully breaking policy and procedure and breaking federal law and things of that nature, harassing, all that kind of stuff, you coming to tell me about it is not helpful because I can't fix the issue because I'm not in a position of power, right? And you keep coming to me and telling me something when there's clearly a procedure that is put in place that says, hey, if you're having issues with harassment or this or that, hostile work environment, write this shit up, report it, right? And there's avenues to report it.
Still the safe place to land.
I'm not. I'm not a landing
I thought
strip.
you meant just people who like talking about things that like the rules already fucking changed. Just let it go. Like,
No. I'm talking about actual rules that have been broken.
They're acting like you're someone who can do something.
And they're like, thanks for letting me vent. And I'm like, I'm not letting you vent. I'm not a safe space for you. If you're not gonna have the balls to write the shit up, stop the fuck talking to me about it. That's it.
Yeah, because how frustrating is that? So I have to listen to all this shit and listen to you, and then and then
you're not gonna do anything.
It goes nowhere.
Exactly. And then you want to sit into people's faces who keep breaking the rules, and I'm just like, weren't you in here calling them a fucking bitch in my face, and then you just I hate people. I just hate people.
I do
really
too.
do.
Everyone's real annoying. It's that video where she's like, how come every time I'm not around you want to be doing this, but every time I come around you don't want to post up? Say it with your fucking chest at your job to the people who need to hear it. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired. And this is coming from I'm tired of the lies. This is coming from the number one shit talker in any room I fucking walk into.
Very
okay?
true.
I will with the best of them. I will open this mouth and say, wow, that shit.
You really will.
You mess up one thing, I'm on your ass like white on rice. But if you want to talk about it, we can have the conversation.
Exactly.
Because I know I'm not wrong. And even if I'm wrong, you'll educate me and then I will now be right. Because you've educated me. So,
which means you're still not wrong.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
I hate that too. Like, don't vent to me about something and then
that you can change.
Because now not that I feel obligated, but now I feel like I have this piece of information and I know this person. And normally I would want to do something to the person that's fucking up, but it's not my thing to do something about because it's your situation.
Exactly.
So now I have to sit here and just be like, I fucking can't stand this.
Yeah, I just sit there, keep typing. I'm just like, let me vent. You can vent all you want to. I don't give a fuck. If you're not gonna call out these people and you're not going to, again, follow the rules and policy and procedure in order to prevent it from happening again. Like, I hate people who talk about stuff that they physically can change. Yes. You literally have the power to change it. You're choosing not to. And that's the shit that irritates the fuck out of me. It's like, just stop.
Really chaps your ass.
So, like, did you write it up? Well, no, but I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
It's like your friend that keeps complaining about their deadbeat boyfriend.
Exactly.
You're like, I gave you once, I gave you twice.
Now I've done that, but I'm just saying. I think it's different. I think we need to chill out with that. I think it's different. But I get what you're saying.
It's saying. Like of your coworker that you don't give a shit about.
Exactly.
You're like, stop coming in here on Monday morning. You complain about your fucking
I don't want to hear it. You complain all day and you don't do anything about it. I don't care. I'm not going to be your receptacle. I'm also an empath. I can't afford to.
Oh, it's exhausting.
I don't want to be your dumping trash can. I don't care. I don't care enough.
Not a dumping trash can.
Yeah, I just don't care. Because you know what? It was Black Girl Day off on October the 11th.
You know who told me that? My brother.
Really?
So my brother, I don't know if anyone else's sibling does this, but he likes to send me approximately 72 Facebook, TikTok, and or Instagram videos a day.
My cousin does that.
And they are, and every single
them.
one is like it's the funniest thing you've ever, I'm like, it's not. They're all the fucking same.
No, my cousin sends me good stuff though.
I'm like, stop sending it. And it's all stuff, we have some of the same humor, but he has boy humor. And I'm like, that's just not funny to me all the time.
Yeah.
And so he was like, oh, I have to show you. I was like, I don't want to see. We have a rule. It's a 3 video limit. He can send me 3 a day.
Oh, Lord.
He's like, please, it's one of my, please, you have to look. And it was like,
just let him send it to you.
No, stop spamming me. And then my mom sends Facebook videos. You have to click the link. It opens up the whole Facebook app. I'm like, if I can't play it in the iMessage app, don't fucking send it to me. Anyway, I'm putting that in the rehab corner. Stop sending me Facebook videos to my personal cell phone.
It's because you don't answer your messages. That's why.
And if I open my phone right now to my text thread with my mother, you would just see videos. One-sided videos.
And she probably call you. Did you get the video?
Sheila's like, watch right now. She'll come to my room. I was like, did you watch right now? I can't leave until you watch it. You have to watch it. Nothing makes me more annoyed.
She'd be like, hey, I'm just calling. I know you're at work. Did you watch that Facebook video?
Quite literally. Did you see what I sent you? I said, no, I have not watched them. I'm saving lives.
Your mother is turning into one of those older women.
Yes.
Even though she's not. But
yes.
she's, yeah.
Did you see this outfit? It's on. I'm not wearing it. I'm not buying something from fucking Facebook shop. Anyway, all that to say, my brother was like, please watch this video. So annoying. He's like, it's Black Girl Day Off. And I was like, and then I was even more pissed because I had to go to work.
I know. I didn't realize it was Black Day Off.
When did this become a holiday?
Well, is that a federal holiday? Unfortunately, I'm not sure when it came into effect.
Why was this not?
It should be a federal holiday, honestly, but just like Juneteenth. Well, it is. Juneteenth is a federal holiday.
It was not acknowledged, and I am upset.
Yeah, so Black Day Girl Off, Black Girl Day Off was observed on October the 11th, 2024, and it's for mental health awareness. For Black women specifically. I just happened to be off that day because I was already planning to be off, but not because I knew it was Black Girl Day Off because I didn't know. But now that I do,
look at God.
Every October 11th, I'm taking off.
Isn't that one of the Denzel Washington days?
What do you mean?
He's like, I was drunk October 11th, 12th, and 13th. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What movie was that?
Please hold. We literally cannot continue until I figure this out. Denzel Washington Day. What movie was that? I was drunk.
I don't know.
Denzel. Oh shit,
ma'am.
13th and 14th. October 11th, October 12th, and 13th. And
oh, that was the one where he played a drunk. Yeah.
I drank all of those days. I drank.
What's the movie? Flight? No. What's the movie? He plays the pilot, the drunk pilot. Because John Goodman's in it too. Yeah, Flight. Mm-hmm. That was a really good movie.
That's one of the Denzel days. We should have been drunk and off.
Okay, not drunk, but definitely off. Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely. Well, anyway, this week is officially, not this week. This month also, we got a lot of stuff going on. Not only is it Black Girl Day Off on October the 11th, but this month is officially PT month. Woohoo! For all of the wonderful PTs out there, we give you a hand clap of praise. Hand clap of praise.
Could not do my job without you.
That's very true. And I appreciate all the sick people in the world. I know that sounds really backwards.
Keeping you employed.
You keeping me employed. I thank you for all the injuries and that people continue to have because it keeps me employed as a PT. I know that sounds really messed up, but it is my job, my skill set to be able to help you, right? You help me to help you to help me to help you. So thank a PT, hug a PT, pay off their student loans, specifically mine. And if you're out there, you want to be a PT, don't do it. Anyway,
if you really want to, you should do it.
Okay, speaking from a PT, like just like you know how parents say, don't have kids, right? I'm telling you as a PT, don't do it. That's all I'm saying.
I do just really love. There's nothing like a good physical therapist.
Listen, we are amazing people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we are miracle workers, so to speak, but. It is a very thankless job, just like any industry, any customer service job, right? Yeah. Or any kind of medical job. You give and give and give, and there's no reciprocation to it, unfortunately. Also, too, it'd be better. I wouldn't care about the patients reciprocating. I care more about the paycheck. So
true. You're a great PT nurse.
Exactly. You know, or just a nurse. You know, they call us just a nurse. Yeah, the nurse.
I'm really just a fucking whipping boy in the hospital these days.
I'm a people walker. That's what I do.
I had this man tell me today, first of all, I went to go evaluate a patient in a room. Walk into the room, no patient. Happens all the time, but it's the weirdest part was like the transport chair was in the room, the shoes were all the shit was in the room, and he was just gone. Yeah. So couldn't find him. Turns out his wife is also in the hospital, so he just up and walked down to her room. You can't do that in a hospital. You can't do that.
You have to have privileges.
You have to have privileges. So he's already pissed. He's 95 years old, so I understand.
Oh, he can do whatever he wants.
He's in the hospital for falling.
He can do whatever he wants.
Like he fell and hit the shit out of his head. That's why he's here.
Oh, poor guy.
So I go to evaluate him. He's doing fine. So then I tell this man, like, you're good. You don't need therapy. He's like, so I don't need therapy. I said, yes. He's like, but I can't get up and walk around. I said, no. He said, so you're telling me that I'm safe enough to go home, but I cannot get up in this room and walk around? I said,
exactly what we said.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. What don't you understand about that?
So then I got berated for another 5 minutes. And I was like, listen, and then I was like, you fell. This is how hospital policy works. You fell. That's why you're here.
Right.
So we can't just let you get up and walk because you fell, even though you're good now. He's like, anyone would have fallen under the circumstances that I fell under, which is correct.
You're not wrong.
He bit it in a parking lot, hit a parked car with his face.
God damn.
I was like, no, I completely understand what you're saying. But I don't know what you want me to do.
Per hospital policy?
I know.
You're a
and all I keep
pharmacist.
thinking is, you were in the military for like 30 years, and that's a bunch of fucking rules you follow for no reason. I don't know why
Exactly.
this is so hard for you to understand.
Yeah, you're an American dude. Let
But
it
yeah,
go.
get yelled at. And I was like, oh, and I pawned it off on the physical therapist.
love
PT will do it for you. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, PT again. It's. I was talking to one of my friends who we graduated PT school together, and shouts out to Dominique. And we were on the phone today, and I was telling her, I was like, it's crazy that I've been out of. We literally graduated 10 years ago.
Damn.
From PT school, and I'm just like, damn, we
been a
had
PT
so
for
much
10
fun.
years?
Yeah, we had so much. Like, here's the thing. PT school, as traumatic as it was,
Trauma
it was
bonds.
fucking fun. Like, well, we knew each other since undergrad. We didn't like each other in undergrad, and we became friends in
Tale
in
as
grad
old
school.
as time.
I know, right? I almost fought her actually in undergrad, but we are the best of friends now. She is family. I love her to death. She is genuinely a friend. It was just, my immaturity, her immaturity, blah blah blah, whatever. Group projects. It literally was a group project, and that's what happened.
I've
This
almost
is-
killed bitches over.
this is why you don't have group projects. If we weren't in a group project, we probably would have been friends in undergrad. But anyway, it was a really good. We had so much fun in PT school. Like, sleep deprived. I remember we almost got kicked out of the library so many times.
the ties that bind.
Telling you till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I remember I slept in my car overnight, like
For why?
because it was already like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I got to be to school at 8 o'clock. I might as well just drive to the school, get a great parking spot, sleep in my car until it's time to go to school. I didn't do that often. I only did it like a couple times.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You are wild.
I mean, but I'm not a studier like that. Like, I can't, like 10 o'clock is my limit. I can't study after 10 o'clock.
Oh, I would pull all-nighters.
Yeah, but I'm not going to retain anything. So I can sit in the library
true.
with
Just
you,
made
but I'm
me
not going to
feel
retain
better.
anything. Yeah. That you were actually doing something.
I didn't retain shit.
Once I start reading a sentence like more than twice, I'm like, all right, it's time to go.
That's to say, when I take a test, I read it once, I answer it once. If I don't know it, I don't fucking know it. It's not
Yeah.
gonna come back to me. It's not gonna
No.
just manifest itself. Like, bitch, we gotta move on.
I remember one time PT school. This is why I say don't become a PT. I remember this one particular time. I don't know where my brain was. I just didn't care. I knew I had failed this class, and I was like, I don't
That's
give a fuck.
Worst and best feeling in the world.
There was so much freedom in not giving a fuck, and it was my neuroanatomy class.
It's always neuro. I had the same thing happen, and I was like, give it up to God. You're
Give it to
done.
God. So shouts out to Dr. Turan, you fucking bitch. Anyway, so I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm trying to study for this test. I got like 9 other classes or 8 other classes. I can't, there's no way I'm going to retain this stuff. I'm already too far behind, whatever. It just is what it is. And at the time, like, my mom had just like gone through all her like cancer treatment and chemo and surgery and blah, blah, blah. And so my brain just wasn't at school. It just wasn't there. And so I remember I took this test. We had the lab and the lecture on the same day. And we did the lab first. And then we took this test. Alyssa, I probably finished this test in like 20 minutes. I Christmas tree the fuck out of that test. And so when I turned it in to Dr. Turan, he says, are you sure about this? And I was like, he was like, no, go ahead and go back and get. I was like,
It's okay.
No, I'm getting on the road. I'm going to South Florida.
Answers will not change.
So yeah, the answers are not going to change. I was like, I mean, so I already know my fate in this class, so I'm not oblivious to it. I already know I'm going to take this
I'm
class over
telling
again.
you, I passed OT school by the grace of God.
Thank you, God, for Jesus, because baby.
The only test I ever did well on, we had this teacher who was knuckin' futz.
What? Oh, okay.
Nothing ever made sense. Like
Yeah.
the way he spoke, the way he taught, the way he worded these. Nothing made sense.
Yeah.
Only test I was good at. Because I was like, this shit is how it sounds to me in my brain.
You were that confused.
I was that confused. I was like, perfect. And everyone would be like, how did you? And I was like,
I don't know.
bitch, I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
This is the way it's jumbled here. It unjumbled in here. I would not go back to grad school if you paid me.
No,
was
I
a
mean,
horrible
I
time.
did go back to grad school after PT school and got a master's degree in business, but I won't do that shit again. And here's the thing,
It was the worst time of my life.
my MBA was so much easier. And I remember one of the teachers, she was just like, you're doing too much with these papers, and I need you to, like, I already know you have a doctorate degree, you need to calm it down. I need you to, like, because I'm dealing with people who are just graduated from their bachelor's,
Yeah.
and you're being too complicated with your papers. It's not that.
Sorry, I'm smart.
I was like, well, sorry, I was traumatized in PT school. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, this is what I'm saying.
All that
Don't
to
go
say,
PT school.
happy PT month to all the physical
Yes.
therapists out there.
Happy PT month.
I could do my job without you, but it would be a lot harder.
What are your top 3 things you love about PTs?
One,
physical therapist.
I defer half of the people that I don't want to pick up for services to physical therapy, and that's the best feeling ever.
I do the same thing with OT.
Oh, do you? I'm always
do.
like, I don't think I can fix that.
What benefit from OT?
Defer to physical therapy.
I do the same thing with
Slight
y'all.
balance deficits. If you can put on your socks, but you're unsteady as fuck, I'm sending you PT. I'm not
I'd be
picking
like,
you up.
patient would benefit better from occupational therapy services for
Bitch, how?
transfers,
Bitch, how?
ADLs, IADLs.
Never,
I sure do.
never,
All the time.
never. Not one time have I ever seen a patient where I'm like, you do need OT, but you don't need physical therapy.
Oh, I do it all the time.
The
All the
worst.
time. But it's legit though. It's really legit.
I love that I do this thing where I tell a physical therapist like, hey, and I describe the most like kooky, no like grounds based gait or movement or something, and then they put it into this beautiful medical terminology. And I'm like, oh, that's what I needed. Thank
Yeah.
you. They know all the words. I don't know what school y'all or what class y'all have that we don't fucking have. But I'm always like, they had this funky walk and they did this, this, and that. And they're like, oh, it's circumducted gait. Blah, 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 blah.
It's just called gait analysis.
Yeah, I don't know how to fucking do that. You guys are really good at being the bad cop, which I always
Yes.
appreciate. You have a
Yeah.
strong hand. What else do I love about PTs? They do the hard stuff that I don't want to do.
I feel like y'all do the hard stuff I don't want to do.
See,
Like
and that's
brushing of the teeth
why
and
it
shit,
works.
Putting on pants and panties and drawers and shit. Ugh. I don't do all that.
No.
Helping people feed. Ugh. I don't do all that.
Okay, well, muscle movement. I don't want to fucking do that with the legs and shit.
Yeah. See, that's why PT is like the yin to the yang.
That's true.
you know?
Also, I don't know if you probably haven't. If you're listening, well, maybe you have. You listen to this. I don't know if you've ever tried to gait train someone, like teach someone how to walk again. That shit is fucking hard to do. Like, it's very hard. I put walkers in front of people all the time, and I'm like, just use it.
just you.
like, just fucking, just go. I don't know what to like. I
Yeah.
don't, and it doesn't work for me. And I'm always like, I don't know what did physical therapy tell you? And they're like, well, they said. I'm like, do whatever they said. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just use it. Just walk, go.
That's hilarious.
I don't know how to gait train,
Well, yeah, because y'all didn't take. That's not a part of y'all curriculum. Or,
and
you
it's
know, in
so
OT school.
foreign to me that I'm always like,
Yeah.
put one foot in front, gas up and sag down.
which
That's
is why
all I know.
Which is why sometimes we hate when y'all walk our patients, because we're just like, okay, this person has an actual gait deficit, and you're just walking them. You're
Yes.
not actually
I will always
gait
just
training
walk.
them,
No.
and it's just like, okay, stop trying to do my job because you don't know how to. Which is why I don't take people to the bathroom. I hate that. I'm like, wait for OT or your nurse.
And I know I probably sounds like bullshit to nursing all the time, because I know nursing is always like, why do y'all always have to come together? And I'm like, well, they're gait training, but I'm working on balance and endurance, which sounds like bullshit. But that's what it is.
That's
I don't
what
know how
it
to gait
is.
train. You're working on the actual walking part. I'm
Yeah.
I'm working on like the being able to be up for as long and doing something while they're up.
Yeah.
No one understands that.
It's a beautiful relationship, you know. I feel like, you know, PT and OT, we used to be the same thing. We used to be the same person. Actually, OT came first before PT. However, PT is more respected. Unfortunately, because occupational therapy should be respected, but I'm appreciative for the collaboration that OTs continue to give, because as a PT, I am a huge OT advocate, and I'm grateful that you all are patient with our barbarianism, because we can be very barbarian.
You can. We're here to soften you up.
Exactly. Y'all are the flower children, and we
Yeah.
are the bad guys. So we have to be able to, you know, have the delicate balance of the two.
Yeah,
So
it is fun. PT knows all the good exercises too. I'll be like, I don't know. They said this hurts, and they're like, oh, I'll go look at it.
if a patient tells me, oh, something hurts when I do this, don't do it. Stop doing it. Why are you doing that? That's
Yeah.
the extent of my PT. Anyway,
Happy PT month.
happy PT month to all the fellow PTs out there, PTAs, PT rehab techs as well too, PT restorative aides. Happy PT month to y'all. Also too, this is a very important month as well. We didn't talk about it in the very beginning of the month, but we're talking about it now. That's all that matters.
Yes.
Okay, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Squeeze
Get
your boobs.
your tits checked.
Absolutely.
There are so many young women getting diagnosed with breast cancer. It's insane.
Do you think it's the food?
Do you know that there is a huge correlation between root canals and breast cancer?
Yes. Oh, girl, I saw the TikTok, and I went and researched it. Yes.
So I have always, we always talk about how
Allegedly.
hey, whatever's in your mouth goes straight to your heart, right?
Yes.
And I had heard a long time ago this girl had all these health issues, and she finally like read this book or saw this doctor, and it was she had a bunch of like inflammation and bacteria in her mouth and a bunch of fillings, and it was all leading to these different health issues.
Yeah.
And I was interested because I can't even tell you how many fillings I've had. I've had so much dental work. I could probably buy a yacht. I'm not kidding.
I know you're not.
But I had kind of put it to the wayside until I started seeing the TikToks about breast cancer. And now I'm like, this is insane. Because I literally, on half my TikTok is these like 30-year-old women who are like, I just got diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yep. I did see that TikTok and I was like, huh? And then I actually read the article that they posted and I was just like,
I know.
that is insane.
And I've had a root canal.
I have not. Because I just tell them to pull that shit. If it ain't in my smile line, I don't give a fuck.
Well, there's a time where you can pull it and there's a time where like we can't just pull it.
Really?
Yeah.
You can always just pull it.
Not if it's like in somewhere that you can see. What do you want to be toothless?
Krishan Rock does it. And she's beautiful.
That's true. I don't think I could rock toothless. You have to be a certain kind of hot to rock
that's
toothless.
very true. That's very true. Yep,
I literally I have to pay for my whole front
That's true.
teeth to get fixed.
That's very true.
We do wear masks. I could be toothless. I am. That's why I oil pull so much now because I'm paranoid.
Do you think that works for you?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Let me tell you why.
Oh, okay.
I have listen, if you're not oil pulling, you should maybe think about trying it. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I have a tooth.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Don't trust me.
I have sugary saliva and thin enamel. And I think it's because I did a lot of treatments when I was little, like asthma treatments, and they never told me to rinse my mouth out.
Oh yeah, all the steroids and stuff.
Right.
In your teeth.
So I just get cavities very easily. I had one cavity that my dentist filled, and he was like, "Listen, this shit looks like it needs a root canal, but it's also I think I can just save it."
You know they use bleach in root canals.
Do you? You've never had a root canal? That shit is awful. It hurts.
Yeah, my sister had one before, and they like stick a needle in there, and her cap kept coming off. I was like, "You gonna swallow that shit one day and
then
poop it out?"
It's like you can't have just the dentist do it. You have to call in the orthodontist, and then they have to come in because they have to deal with all the roots and shit.
Yeah.
I should have been a dentist. Anyway, he was like, "I'm going to drill this tooth out." He's like, "I'm gonna put some antibiotic cream and we're just gonna crown it." He's like, "This could last for 3 months, this could last for 3 years." I don't know, but I think we should try not to do a root canal if we don't have to.
Yeah,
and I was like, "You're saving me $2,000, so yeah, let's not do a root
Pretty
canal."
much.
But it is sore it has been sore to the touch since I've had it done. It just is always very sensitive. Feels like someone punched me in the face right there.
And it's still like that even now?
Yeah, and it's been years until I started oil pulling.
Wow.
And the pain went away.
That's amazing. I just can't, like, I've oil pulled a couple of times or a few times. I just can't sit there and swish that in my mouth for like 10 fucking minutes.
To it.
Like my mouth go numb. I can't do all that. I can't do that. That's too long.
I know. It's a dedicated thing you have to do. But now I believe it. And then I started taking tissue salts again for my teeth because I have another cavity and I don't have dental insurance right now. So
yeah. Isn't it a shame? Like you're a whole fucking healthcare provider.
I know.
And your patients are like, I can't afford it either. What the fuck?
I know. You know, when you have those patients that are like scheduled for tooth extractions, all of them, and I'm like, bitch, put me on the table.
Unless you need a heart transplant, let me tell you something. They'll take all your fucking teeth out for you to get a heart.
Yep.
I've seen it happen. They literally,
it's so sad.
Patient scheduled for 12 teeth extractions. I'm like, God damn.
And you come in the next day and you're like, ugh.
They literally have no teeth, and you're just like, wow. Not all patients who get heart transplants need teeth extractions. It just depends on if you have dental caries and all that kind of stuff. Because again, the bacteria can travel to your heart, kill you, blah, blah, blah. It's bad for your new heart.
So all that to say, brush and floss your teeth.
Exactly.
To avoid a root canal.
And breast cancer.
Check your titties. No breast cancer. We don't want anyone else getting breast cancer.
Absolutely. So yeah, y'all continue to support and do your monthly self breast checks. Have your boyfriends do them, your girlfriends. Have someone,
just
a stranger,
a
a stranger come play with your boobs. I don't know, whatever, but do your self breast checks. Also, too, speaking of other checks and whatnot, that's happening. Checks and balances. Voting, y'all. I don't know how many times we need to say this. We talked about the aggressive commercials last week, right? And we're gonna be aggressive with y'all today. So,
if you love your country,
no, we don't give a fuck about this country. We don't care about that. If you don't want to go back into slavery, goddamn it, vote. Okay, that's all I'm saying. If you don't want it to be like Handmaid's Tale, get out and vote. Okay, and also too, y'all, there is no excuse for the people who are in the state of Texas, because we live in the state of Texas, right? Early voting starts October the 21st. That is on a Monday.
This month is flying by.
It really is, because it's election time too. It goes from early voting is from October the 21st until November the 1st, y'all. There's 2 weeks
Get out there
worth
and
of
vote.
early voting. So you have no excuse to sit here, oh, I didn't have time. Let me just tell you this. If you're not registered to vote and you try to hang around me, bitch, fuck you. If I'm telling you now, if you don't vote in this election and you try to call yourself my friend, bitch, no the fuck we not. I don't hang around people who don't vote. Baby, my people died. Bled, fought, and died for me to have the opportunity to vote. And if you, especially if you're a person of color, baby, whew,
Someone's got to. I will do it. I just need to be reminded to do it.
at least you do it.
I do. I'll
There are
always
people
do
who are
it.
just like, my vote doesn't matter. Shut the fuck up and stop
It
saying
does
that stupid
usually
shit.
happen in the fourth quarter. Like,
Hey,
You know.
as long as you're in the game, my friend.
Yeah.
As long as you're in the game.
the ballot box has been stuffed.
Okay, don't say that. 'Cause that sounds like fraud. Sounds like you're a Trumper. Don't do that. But yeah, early voting, again, you can go to any early voting location in the state of Texas from October the 21st until November the 1st. You can go to any location as long as you're a registered voter in the state of Texas. You can go to any early voting registration area or any early voting poll in your particular registered county. So you don't have to necessarily go to your actual precinct. You can just go to an early voting precinct
One
that is
by
within
work, one
your
by the gym.
county. Exactly. So there's no excuse for you saying, "Oh, well, my particular precinct doesn't have an early vote." Shut up and go find one. Just like you Google every goddamn thing else. Google where the fuck to vote. Drop your absentee ballots off. I don't give a fuck how you do it. Just goddamn go and vote.
Rock
Jesus.
the vote.
Just vote. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Good? You
Anyway,
okay?
I just get so irritated during election time. I could not be a politician. I would legit threaten everybody. If I ran for political office, I would threaten everybody.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? I just, oh, Lord Jesus. I cannot stand the amount of ignorance that is out there for people not knowing, again, how government works, how certain things, processes work. When Google is right there at y'all fingertips and y'all continue to spread misinformation about certain candidates and about certain things as opposed to just educating yourself on the fucking issues. Like, again, this is not just a vote about the president of the United States. While that is a very important thing to vote for, again, all 400 and something odd, 32, 35 congressional seats are up for re-election. And Congress holds a lot of power, y'all. And I really need y'all to understand how much power Congress holds. Okay, they vote on whether or not you get stimuluses. So stop saying that Trump is giving y'all a stimulus check, all right? That he gave y'all a stimulus, because he didn't. It was fucking Congress. The same Congress that gave stimulus checks when Obama was in office. It's not the president that's just cutting y'all fucking checks. It's goddamn Congress comes together and they set a budget for relief, and then that's how you get the fucking check. So please stop saying stupid shit like that. Stop saying stupid shit about Kamala, talking about Kamala needs to do more. She's the fucking vice president. She's the backup quarterback, bitch. What the fuck? God damn.
We need to bring
Just-
back Schoolhouse Rock.
Bring back Schoolhouse Rock
Saying it was working for a long time.
and leave these children behind.
Okay, here's my very serious question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's think about it. What do you think is the actual percentage of people that if they looked up something like this, like, you know, how government works or congressional seats and hearings and stuff, I don't know that there's like a large portion of this country that could read and interpret that information.
I would sadly have to agree with you.
And that's what it is for me. Because I think like people could Google it if they gave
just
a shit.
won't.
They won't. And even if they do, I don't know that it's palpable to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's why they're supposed to teach it at, I don't know, 6th grade level.
Well, I think
But
social
it's not happening.
I think also too, social media has unfortunately put our society in this very comfortable place of being ignorant. Like, you know, I remember I heard rumors about Kamala and her track record with black men and saying, oh, she put all this black men in jail. Let me tell you something. If Ray committed the crime, bitch, you're doing the time. I don't give a fuck who was the DA at the time. You understand me? Your ass should be going to jail. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be in prison for these extended amounts of time, okay? Because the punishment,
controversial
right?
opinion.
The punishment should
crime.
fit the crime, and there's no reason why people are should be sitting in jail 20 years for marijuana. That's dumb, okay? But what I am saying is that once you're educated on something, It is your responsibility as a productive citizen of society to now educate the people that are around you and to stop the spread of misinformation. I remember there was a conversation I had with a friend recently, and they said something that was very misinformed. And I was like, who did you hear that from? Because I don't think that that's correct. Like, because from what I read, and I cited my sources from what I read, right? And she was like, oh, well, I thought, that's cool to think that, but let me help educate you. And the problem is we don't do a very good job, unfortunately, of educating each other and the people that are around us away from misinformation.
Yeah. One TikTok video, one Facebook article does not make you informed.
No, it does not.
But people act like that is the end all be all. It's not a fucking textbook. I wouldn't even believe a textbook at this point.
No. And the thing is, what I do love to do is, especially social media, these political and lawyers, political figures and lawyers and whatnot who are influencers as well, who help spread the right information. I like to follow people like that because at least you're getting this information from people who have studied this, studied law and economics and U.S. history and civics and all this other kind of stuff. And they literally have political science degrees. Just because you got a degree don't mean you know everything. I'm not saying that, but these people around the people interviewing, political candidates who are informed about a lot of this stuff. And then also too, I think it's very important to hear different people's opinion. I don't just listen to, Simone Sanders. I don't just listen to, Tamika Mallory. I don't just listen to Joy-Ann Reid. I listen to, other people on the
Tucker
other
Carlson.
side. I do. I do listen to
Big
Tucker
Carlson girl.
And definitely not. But I think it's important to hear the rhetoric that's being said on the other side.
Because listen, the truth is in the middle somewhere.
Yes,
so you
absolutely.
have to listen to both.
And I actually got that idea but because I was so dead set against listening to anything a Republican had to say, because I was just like, you guys are stupid, you're weird, whatever. But not this new age Republicans. I mean, the new age Republicans, I wasn't willing to hear anything. Old school Republicans, absolutely, because the Republican Party as we know it no longer exists. But I remember Cheryl Underwood, who is a comedian and a co-host of The Talk. She came on there and she was talking about how she's a Republican. And how a lot of black people specifically gave her flack about being a Republican, which understandably, right? But she was like, listen, I go to the RNC conventions because I want to know what these people are saying about us. I want to know what their plans are, because again, if you don't know all the pieces to the puzzle, how can you make an informed decision? And when people just listen to Fox News, or they just listen to CNN, or they just listen to MSNBC, you lose both sides of the information and both sides of the coin, because there are people that are on Fox News who are actually saying the correct factual information. Everybody that's on there is not just trying to bait you into debates and all that other kind of stuff, and they're not just always spreading misinformation. Sometimes they are telling facts from a different perspective, and I think it's highly educational to listen to all sides of the coin, even from the libertarian standpoint.
And a lot of times either side will take one piece of information, blow that up, focus on it, make that the bad thing, and they're like, no, we did say that, but in this context. You're like, no, they are saying that, but not in that way.
Right.
No one's listen. Politics and media is trash. You have to weed it out yourself, which takes time. You have to find sources that you trust and people that you trust and follow, and then decide for yourself. But that takes time and effort and intelligence. Yeah. At least a little bit of it, which is hard. I will give you a perfect example that my mother keeps making fun of me for, but really she's the fool. So we were watching, Texas was playing Mississippi State a couple weeks ago, and I had a couple glasses of wine, but B was like, where the fuck is Mississippi State? And no one in the room knew. So what did I do?
You Googled it.
Googled it. And the first couple articles said Mississippi State, Mississippi. And I said, did y'all know, is that a thing? Mississippi State University is in Mississippi State, Mississippi. Does that sound right? And everyone was like, I don't know. It was on the internet, so I believed it. Well, my mom went and texted someone, did you know Mississippi State is in Mississippi? And they were like, that is not correct. So she's mad at me. She's like, yeah, I looked like an idiot. And that's why you can't just trust the people the first time you hear something.
Exactly.
You're going to look like an idiot.
Very true. Very true.
And I said, well, who's dumber? Me for saying it, or you for telling someone else?
It, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I heard allegedly they said,
So be careful what you repeat.
That's very true. Yeah. And I mean, again, you can hear whatever you want to hear about whatever candidates, but there is a track record that is public record of information, like who your congressmen and women, the House, the Senate, your mayor, your commissioner, the things that they vote for, that's public record. That stuff is not hidden. It is public record. And so all you have to do is a simple Google search. You can use AI at this point in life and they'll do it for you. Hell, you can ask Siri. She'll tell you. I don't fucking know.
You could probably chat GPT who to vote for.
Not necessarily Chat GPT, because they'll just create, like, they can create a ballot for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They could probably like just be like, these based on what you're saying. These are the people
Based on the values. Yeah. True. Very, very true. But don't use that though.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying that would be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I just don't think a lot of people understand that, like, what's happening in the government, right? Things like, it's paper, it's black and white. A thing either happens or it doesn't. A bill is either passed or it's not. A law is either enacted or it's not.
Right.
Right wing and left wing politics knows how their base will respond to certain things.
True.
So they take what's happening either way and they put a spin on it that will get you to watch it.
It's marketing.
They're making
marketing.
money off of this.
Yeah.
So that's just pisses me. I mean, I understand there's a lot to be upset with right now. There's a lot going on. But people get so just over the top up in arms. I'm like, you don't even know. I don't even know. You don't even know. All we're listening is to people regurgitate this information, which you would think it would be accurate information at least. But half of it's not. Or half of it is half of what you actually need to hear because they know it'll get you to click or watch or tune in.
Which is why excuse me, the debates are so important to watch, because at least it gives you some depth of view of what each candidate is actually going to try to implement, right?
A primary source.
Exactly. You're getting it right from the horse's mouth. But also, too, in the debates, this is why it's important to have moderators who are fact checking, because you can say a lot of shit and it sounds really good. You can talk with confidence, but just because you're talking with confidence doesn't mean that you're saying the right thing. Prime example.
I hate to be fact checked.
I was in a meeting one day, a couple months ago, and a particular president was there, and chief of staff, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and so I made a comment. Now, I talk with a lot of confidence because of the job that I have, right? And I'm just an intelligent person. Anyway, and so as I was talking, I said a particular thing. And so after the meeting, this one particular president, he was like, wow, you really talk with a lot of confidence. He was like, you almost made me check myself. I was like, wait, I don't think that's correct. Did she say the correct thing? He was like, but you said it with such confidence, I believed it. But that's what ends up happening.
It is. You just say it with the chest.
Even in our jobs as PTs and OTs, we tell patients stuff all the time that may not necessarily
know what I'm talking
be
about.
factual. I'm not saying we give misinformation.
I'm a child with a badge.
I'm just a girl. But I mean, we give information like, if a patient says, why am I having this particular, deficit or disorder? Well, it could be a number of different things,
I see this typically with
you have comorbidities, you have this, you have that. And so it's a lot of mumbo jumbo. But if I say it with confidence, you feel like, wow, she actually knows what she's talking about. But let me get your doctor. Let me get your nurse. Because I'm not going to go down for giving you misinformation. Because I
could give you a 16-minute spiel on why you need to pump your little ankles while you're sitting there in that chair. Is it technically true? Yes. Is half of it just me using big words to make you think I know what the fuck I'm talking about and saying it with confidence so you do it? Yes.
Absolutely.
And it works.
Manipulation at its finest. That's literally what it is. It's manipulation.
You're all sheep for the slaughter.
Very true. But y'all make sure that y'all please go out and vote. And please take advantage of early voting. Again, find out. You can a simple Google search for those. I don't know other people's states and whatnot because I'm in Texas. So for Texas residents who are registered to vote, October the 21st through November the 1st is early voting. Okay? Take your ID down there. Call it a day. Get your little sticker. Post it on social media.
Where's
Who cares?
My driver's license?
Okay, I'm so done with you.
Can I bring you think I can bring a passport to vote? Where the fuck's my passport?
Possibly. Does your passport have your current address on it?
Ooh.
Y'all, this is probably going to be the last episode. If this bitch don't vote, we're not doing this podcast no more.
I'm trying to vote. I have 2 weeks.
Well, I'll tell you who else is trying. The people of Florida. Excuse me. The people of Florida are trying to recover. Good God.
Drink your Ensure.
I did, but it's not. It's like a.
Oh, gross.
It's not the regular Ensure. It's Ensure Clear. These are the best ones. Give us a sponsorship or give me some free ones.
Please do not sponsor us, Ensure.
Please do. I love the blueberry pomegranate. It's really good, and it's 8 grams of protein. Damn it. Anyway, the people in Florida are trying to recover after Hurricane Milton just plowed through, which affected my travels. But anyway, neither here nor there. God is good, and I'm grateful that I am safe and my family is safe.
I am too.
We are still praying for the people of Hurricane Helene, who are still without, resources, power, things of that nature. But I'm just thankful that Hurricane Milton didn't do as much damage as they thought it was going to do. I think we as Floridians, because I am a Floridian, Alyssa's not.
No.
Have you ever been in a hurricane before?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so
Harvey, does that count?
That did not touch San Antonio. You're just trying to be included.
You said, have I been through? Yes.
That wasn't a hurricane. It didn't even rain here.
with the repercussions of
We just had
Harvey.
no gas. That's all. We kept all of our power. Not a
I
single.
live in Texas for a reason, and it's to not have to deal with fucking hurricanes.
All I'm saying is, I know it's amazing how we as Floridians, we try to tell the meteorologists that they don't know shit. The people don't know what the fuck they talking about. They talking about the category 5. We gonna be fine. We ain't gonna evacuate. And I'm just like, no, literally, they're trying to save your lives.
They went to school for this.
They went to school, literally have a degree in it. We're just like, the people don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Thank God it wasn't.
Did you see that video of the mom who's sitting there trying to convince her husband that they need to leave? And he was like gaslighting her and telling her that they don't need to leave. And she's like, but your kids are scared. The dogs are scared. I'm scared. It's headed here. Like, we need to go.
When people do stupid shit like that, just leave the fucking person at the house. I don't understand why you need them to evacuate.
And I was just like, why are you like, I have a lot of questions. I don't know.
If you don't feel safe being in a particular area where a hurricane is getting ready to hit, and your husband and her spouse is just gaslighting, leave them the fuck there, and you will find their body when you come back, or you will find them perfectly fine. I don't understand why people. This is what I'm talking about. You literally can solve an issue or a problem, and you're choosing not to do it.
And
so
you're choosing to post about it for the whole world to see. So now the whole world knows that your husband's trying to keep you hostage and your kids in the middle of a fucking hurricane.
I fucking hate people.
Embarrassing.
I weaponize
You just leave when it ain't feel right. You gotta go.
just like.
When you know, you know.
Oh Lord,
I don't play with that shit.
I don't either. Like, I mean, as many hurricanes as I've been in, you still cannot underestimate Mother Nature, because she will surprise the shit out of you.
Well, and it just happened so fast.
Well, the thing is, I'll tell you this. So I was home in Fort Lauderdale when Hurricane Katrina hit. When Hurricane Katrina hit South Florida, Fort Lauderdale and Miami, it was a Category 1. Okay? Category 1. Mm-hmm. They thought it was going to be a 2 by the time it made landfall. And the whole thing didn't hit us. It was just a tail end, which was still a Category 1. It knocked out my parents' power for maybe 10 minutes. We were like, oh, that's it? Cool. We good. All right. It's moving on to the Gulf. By the time we woke up the next morning, and the damage it had done to Louisiana as a Category 3 or 4 was fucking insane.
Yep.
And I was like, is this the same storm that just hit us?
It's crazy.
And then Wilma came by and just whooped the shit out of South Florida. But I'm just like, we underestimate these storms all the time, because we're like, oh, it ain't even rain, it ain't do nothing. The one time you underestimate it, it's going to come in and kill you. So you better take heed to the people's warnings. That's all I'm saying.
I don't like that.
Also, too, another warning.
Another thing.
So
what is that noise?
Is your thingy loose again? It sounds like static.
Oh, okay.
That might be your mic. See if that's plugged another way. Whatever.
Sorry.
Okay. So another thing that we want to look out for is oh Lord, took it off my thing. My bad. Crumble cookie. Okay, so we gotta talk about crumble cookie real quick.
I like a crumble cookie.
Do you? When was the last time you've been there?
Maybe like I don't go to crumble cookie. I send crumble cookie a lot, and then we get it like at the hospital a lot, or my mom will bring it home. Like, that's how I get crumble cookie.
I've only had crumble cookie once.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a cookie girl.
My favorite crumble cookie, though, they do a raspberry cheesecake cookie. I will go for that cookie. And the oatmeal cookie's good.
I like the raspberry cheesecake from Subway. They have a really good raspberry cheesecake cookie.
I love a Subway cookie.
Yeah,
man,
they're really good.
What's your favorite Subway cookie?
I just said raspberry cheesecake.
I have had that one. It's good.
Yeah.
And I really love the sugar cookies and the macadamia nut cookies.
Don't put nuts in cookies. That's gross.
Why? I love a nut cookie.
Nah.
Cookie nut.
That's too much.
Chocolate chip or white chocolate chip macadamia nut?
White chocolate chip, but not the macadamia. No, I don't like nuts.
I like a little crunch.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Well, so crumble cookie has been under fire a little bit for social media, because people have been saying that they have noticed that crumble cookie is not really posting or reposting the black people's experience of their cookies.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I wouldn't post y'all black asses either. Y'all get up on here eating these cookies and be like, this shit is disgusting. If I'm a cookie brand, I'm trying to draw people to get the product, and you motherfuckers out here just like, this shit is nasty, it's as hard as cardboard.
I hate when people are like, we don't have to make everything about race, but y'all need to calm the fuck down. Y'all
Listen.
are trashing the shit out of Crumble Cookie and are like, I don't know why they're not posting my content. It must be because I'm black.
And here's the
You
thing.
spit the cookie out.
You really did. And you're just like, this thing is hard as hell. Like, here's the thing, y'all. I really need y'all to understand your opinions about the cookies are valid, right? They're your experience. If they're nasty, they're just nasty. And it's okay that they're nasty.
to you.
To you, but you can't get mad at a national brand for not reposting your negative.
They're not going to be like, you know what? They make a good point. I want to show both sides of this. Let me post it.
Because you know why? The little white girls love them.
Yeah, they do.
They gonna keep reposting.
Their teeth are
them.
rotting out with the best of them.
Listen, and they gonna keep reposting. Oh my god, this is the best cookie ever. It's great advertising. Y'all have to realize this company is trying to make money as well. And if they keep posting, who gonna post negative shit on their goddamn brand? Nobody.
No one.
Come on.
That's what we call bad PR.
Thank you. I wouldn't post y'all black ass.
They
either.
are making mini crumble cookies now. And those, I like
They
those.
should have been doing that. I don't understand why I get it as the brand. They want to make the cookie super huge, but I feel like if you're going to change the recipe all the time, at least have some staples. Like I got to have like Nothing But Cakes does.
I think now they do. They always have the chocolate chip.
Well, that's actually my favorite. So,
Okay, well, good. So whenever you go to a crumble cookie, you
I
should
won't.
be able to get a chocolate chip.
cool beans.
I'll bring us some. We can do a taste test next time.
If it's nasty, I'm going to spit it out. I'm kidding.
They're usually pretty good.
It's like Lex from Poor Minds. The podcast. She probably had the funniest goddamn reactions to the goddamn couple cookies. Lex, oh my god, I don't know if you listen to Poor Minds, but it's an amazing podcast. Lex is fucking hilarious, and she was like, I almost chipped my damn tooth on this hard shit. I'm like, and that's why they're not reposting. But yeah, I mean, again, your opinions about the food is valid.
Let's
and
see
it's
what
truthful
the
to you.
flavors of the week are, and I'll tell you the flavor, and you tell me yes or no.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. Of course, there's the semi-sweet chocolate chip.
Sure.
Okay. We have a double fudge brownie. They're also doing this
Ooh.
thing now where they do like cakes and cookies.
I don't like fudge, but no, that's too much.
Okay. Cookie dough cookie.
Ugh, no,
Okay.
I don't like cookie dough.
Blueberry muffin cookie.
I would try that.
That kind of looks good.
I would try that.
Peanut butter crisp featuring Butterfinger.
No.
I do love a Butterfinger.
I love a Butterfinger, but not in a cookie.
Cornbread cookie.
I don't even eat cornbread. No.
They are piquing my interest with that. Warm cornbread cookie smothered with honey butter glaze, topped with a dollop of thick honey buttercream frosting and a drizzle of honey.
$2 a daisy. No.
I'm surprised. I'm always like, I don't know why my teeth are rotting out of my mouth.
Because you eat crumble cookie. I'm kidding. Allegedly.
Hey,
I'm surprised they don't have like a pumpkin one because it's pumpkin season.
that's a great point you're making. Where's the pumpkin at?
I know.
I don't know, but yeah, those are this week's crumble cookie.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not a cookie
The
girl.
hoes love crumble cookie.
I love Tiff's treats. I don't know if y'all have Tiff's treats, but Tiff's treats, their cookies are always nice and
I ate
soft.
because Tiff's Treats is from Austin, and
Oh, is it?
yeah, an undergrad that was like the late night spots, like you're studying at the library, the PCL, and you just see Tiff's Treat boxes of Tiff's Treats everywhere.
See, I don't even know if Florida has a Tiff's treats. I've never heard of it in Florida, but I only heard about it when I got here to Texas.
Yeah, so I'm Tiff's Treats out. I'm probably a Tiff's Treat at this
You know who
point.
actually has some really good cookies?
The Great American Cookie Store in the
No.
mall. That's my favorite cookie.
No. McDonald's.
Fuck yes. Oatmeal raisin
McDonald-
cookies from McDonald's.
Okay, bitch. Fuck you. No. Oatmeal raisin, them
Hell
L-Tech
yeah.
ass cookies.
From
Who,
McDonald's.
like, okay, seriously. I really
And
want
the
y'all
sugar
to,
cookies.
I really want y'all to tell me who the hell eats oatmeal raisin cookies? It's the same people that eat fucking Arby's. I cannot
I
take
love.
it.
Ooh, a roast
See what
beef
I'm
sandwich
saying?
and a curly fry.
Man, that's a drug front. I can't. I fucking can't.
I love.
Who's just like, oh, I have some cravings for oatmeal raisin, except for people over 65
I love
who
oatmeal
eat butter
raisin
pecan
cookies.
ice cream.
I
Bet you love butter pecan ice
do
cream.
love a butter pecan.
God damn it.
Apparently,
You know what? I swear you were brought up in the civil rights era. God damn. That's so fucking disgusting. Ew. Ew. You eat Raisin Bran?
No, but when I did, I would only eat the raisins out of it. I would eat a bowl. You know what? That doesn't sound bad right now, though. I would eat a bowl of Raisin Bran.
I can't do this podcast for her anymore. I can't. I'm so done. What were you talking about Azalea Banks? Speaking of people being done. No, Azalea Banks is not done. I love Azalea Banks. Please
We
don't.
love Azalea Banks.
No, she's done with a particular person.
No. So, Julia Fox, if you know her, you love her.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. So I have to read you the actual tweets because
Please
it's so
do.
good. I don't know if you remember, the one thing we know her from is that she dated Kanye West that one time.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
And she won't let it go. I just remember that big thing. Do you remember when he bought her a Birkin and it was like the biggest thing?
No.
Okay. It's fine. Anyway, Azalea Banks
I love Azalea Banks.
went on Twitter because Julia Fox again was talking about her time with Kanye West and how she just felt like a pawn and it was the worst time of her life and she regrets that relationship so much. She was popular, but that relationship I would say launched her into mainstream media. Like everyone was talking about her and what she was wearing and that she was with Kanye. And so I have to read you these Azalea Banks.
Please
tweets.
do.
She said, "Girl, you literally were contracted for this job through a celebrity madam in Miami. You knew you was there to be a comfort girl. Calling yourself a pawn is giving yourself way too much credit. You wasn't even on the chessboard, sis. LMAO, how long is this bitch gonna ride this?" She said, "Gonna ride this. I ate chicken Alfredo with Kanye and he got me secondhand Birkin from the real brick and mortar store. Shit out. Bitch flew to Los Angeles and was flocking the streets looking for him while he was at Nobu with Drake. LMO, these white women are something else." Next tweet, because she doesn't fucking stop.
Oh my God.
Kanye better learn his lesson about these white girls. They all have this fucked up sense of racist entitlement and foolishly think there's some special coveted thing to him because they are white. T. Not understanding that Kanye got all the white pussy in the world already. Then when their egos are bruised, they go trying to act like they're somehow above him and too good for him. LMAO, these bitches acting like they wrote Jesus Walks. Julia, you fucking blew it by being a fame whore and interviewing another tweet. You fucking blew it by being a fame whore and interviewing about Kanye every fucking 5 seconds. I told you to shut up and at least ride it out long enough for Kanye to get you a new apartment where you ain't got sneaker boxes in the kitchen. But you didn't listen, dummy. Kanye has kids. You have photos of yourself shooting heroin on the internet. Little girls are impressionable. You are a fucking liability, Julia. Get the fuck over it. Next tweet.
Oh my God.
Like, imagine a dirty white bitch with a needle in her arm and photos of her sucking them gay men from Salem Sticks having the nerve to try and posture like she's above Kanye West. LMAO, piece of bird shit.
You cannot convince me that Azalea Banks is not from South Florida.
I would hate to be read by this woman.
Yo, the way that like her, T.S. Madison, Kaya, Tia Kemp read the fuck out of people.
I didn't even know you could write this much on a tweet.
I didn't either.
That is not 140 characters.
Yeah, she went in. God damn.
What do you even say to that?
Nothing. Just get off the internet.
That's all true. That is all true.
Yeah.
There's all these
Allegedly.
little PR relationships that people set up. You cannot convince me that was not a set up relationship.
That man didn't seek you out. Come
and
on
that
now.
she knew exactly what it was. And then to turn around and be like, that was a horrible decision.
She's
and
just
I
trying to
can't.
remain relevant.
Yes. And just, y'all are all crazy.
Yeah, she's trying to remain relevant. Another person that's trying to remain relevant, and it's kind of controversial on this because I love this person as a Hollywood actress, but she's getting on my fucking nerves.
Who?
Tia Mowry.
Oh my God. Okay.
Tia.
Was nowhere. And now I can't freaking turn on the TV without seeing her. We don't need this.
So Tia Mowry, y'all know her from Sister, Amazing Twin, Twitches, all that kind of stuff, right? Disney Channel, blah blah blah. So The Game as well. So she was married to Corey Hardrick, who's actor. But
Black Love.
What was Black Love?
Remember they were on Black Love together?
Oh yeah, and she was talking about his Birkenstocks.
That was telling.
And he was like, "Bitch, let me finish." He didn't call her a bitch, but he was like, "I'm speaking," and she's like, "Sorry." Anyway, but they got divorced. She filed for divorce, and so she's just been on this whole campaign about how she's lonely, she feels alone, she just wants to be held, and how it's so awful for her being alone. And I'm just like, Tia, you made a decision to divorce your husband, and this is the remnants of what you're left with. Now, I'm not trying to invalidate your experience. I'm not. I'm just saying, can you stop talking about it?
You could have been like all the other miserable women who hate their husbands but stay with them because they don't want to be alone. But you decided to get a divorce.
Right. But and rightfully so, for her mental health or whatever. All I'm saying is just stop talking about it, because she's on this show on WeTV where they're doing like this, the life of Tia or whatever, now that she's single. And I'm just like, we genuinely don't care, because every episode you're crying about the decisions that you made.
It's like if you stopped vaping because it's bad for your health and now all you can talk about is how you miss vaping.
Yeah.
Or you miss the high from the vape. Girl, you stopped. Move on. I'm done. Also, you were nowhere, now you're everywhere, but it's being shoved down my throat and you're saying weird shit. There's like the article I saw about her wanting to repurpose her wedding ring.
Oh my God.
Why?
Why do
I need to know that? Also, it's weird. Well, I don't know.
It's just, all the dating scene. I haven't dated since, Corey was the first person to take my virginity. And why do we need to know, Tia? It's an election year. Come on. We don't care.
Also, it's not like, to me,
genocide's going on.
And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it wasn't like, this isn't like if Jay-Z and Beyonce got a divorce.
Right.
And they've been this like power couple
Exactly.
forever. Like that was it. We've never seen her with
Shocker.
anybody else. Like this is not that.
No, most people didn't even know who Corey Hardrict was. Let's just be very clear.
What movie was he just in?
Tyler Perry's. Well, the whole time he went, hey bitch, listen here bitch. That's literally every line he had. Hey bitch. He just cussed her out. He could just cuss Megan Good
Remember, I don't know if it was last week or the
Divorce
week
in
before
Black.
that I was like, does Tia have something coming out? Because she's fucking everywhere and I'm sick of seeing her face. And if it's not about how her and Tamira aren't close anymore, it's about her new life.
Well, she corrected that and said, well, they just don't live in the close vicinity. But I'm like,
oh, you're walking that shit back.
But the thing is, you were behind the scenes, like on a green screen. You could have corrected that. You knew people were going to take it and run with it. Like, oh my God, Tia and Tamira are not close. Baby, you've been in this business long enough to know that they were gonna twist that. I just want her to just stop. Just here's the thing, Tia. You got divorced. Go through the healing process. Go heal, and then come back to us in about 5 years. Okay, we're just tired of hearing about it. We love you, girl. We just go act, do what you do, continue to make amazing TikToks
what she
and
needs
whatnot.
to do. She needs to just go take 6 months off and then go do a Hallmark movie.
That's what I'm saying.
She needs to do a Lifetime or a Hallmark.
Where's
make her
Twitch's
little
3?
coin. Where's Twitch's 3?
That's
Maybe
all
your
I'm
daughter's
saying.
a witch now. Maybe she has a twin.
Seriously,
I just don't need this. Also, I do not need another celebrity talk show.
who's having another talk?
I don't know, but I feel like that's where she's going with this.
No, definitely not. We already got to deal with
giving
Jennifer
that
Hudson.
energy. That's it. We have the Jennifer Hudson.
No, we don't need the Jennifer
That's
Hudson
all.
talk show. Have you ever watched that?
No, but I keep seeing the clips where they're like doing the little
She's
cheers
a
as they're walking.
horrible interview. Jennifer Hudson. Okay, this is not a bashing black women
we would never.
episode because I love black women. What I'm saying is, just because you're famous doesn't mean you need a talk
Just
show.
because you can
Doesn't mean you should. And I feel like Sherry Shepherd, I think, is an amazing co-host. I mean, not co-host, but an amazing host of a show, right? She's got experience with Barbara Walters. She's got experience, being on that show and getting some journalism skills. And I just feel like anybody who has a talk show on national TV needs to learn journalism skills. Interviewing skills.
We're just handing out talk shows.
And you're just having conversations. So tell me about your career. Bitch, that's goddamn it, that's not journalism.
Now I do love a Drew Barrymore show.
Drew Barrymore.
She's got a place in my heart.
Okay, I love Drew Barrymore.
As she climbs into the lap of everyone she's interviewing.
Fondling everybody. She's literally straddling all her guests.
Yes.
And I just, another person, sweet person, we love you. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I will watch a Drew Barrymore show. I haven't seen enough of the Kelly Clarkson show.
Now, Kelly Clarkson is good. I like her interviewing skills.
And I think with her and Drew Barrymore, because you could say we only need one of them. We don't need both of them.
No, we don't.
But
I choose Kelly.
I would choose Kelly too. But Kelly's a singer, Drew's an actor, so I feel like there's enough of a separate here.
Nah.
No. You would just choose. Well,
I would choose Kelly.
I like the Kelly Clarkson show, but what is she wearing ever? She always looks wacky.
Well, she's a white Southern girl.
I know. And she just lost a shit ton of weight. I feel like when
She's beautiful.
bigger women lose weight suddenly, they still dress big.
I agree with that.
Like her clothes, I'm like, you've lost all this weight.
But a lot of, well, I won't say a lot. There are a lot of people in these United States who just don't have personal style. Like
That's
for
true.
me, I don't have personal style. I can't dress to save my fucking life, which is why I wear the same shit over and over and over again, which is jeans
If
and
it
a
ain't
t-shirt.
broke.
Exactly. Or a sweatshirt and some jeans.
But you're not Kelly Clarkson.
True, but at the same time, if that's what you feel comfortable in, those types of outfits, like you even if you lost a bunch of weight, you still see yourself fat. Like you still have that same mentality for style.
I get annoyed because she has access, money, and resources, and she's been famous for a very long time.
True.
And I'm like, where is your stylist?
True.
But
I'm gonna tell you who's one of the best stylists out there. I don't even know her name, but the young white lady who styles Oprah and Michelle Obama,
I love
amazing. And Jay Bolin, of course. Yeah, pantsuits all day, absolutely.
They always just look like they smell clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good on them. Anyway,
I'll tell you who else is clean.
ain't no
Glorilla.
Okay.
Okay. Glorilla, Gloria Hallelujah. Okay. Her album just came out, Glorious.
Her interviews are giving me life.
Let me tell you something.
I don't think I've ever heard a Memphis accent, but that was
really. Oh, I went to school with people from Memphis, so I'm kind of used to that. I really wish that Glorilla would have came out when I was in college.
You would be
I would have flunked out of school because I would have been in every club. If her music was out in clubs when I was in my 20s, bitch, you couldn't told me nothing. Couldn't have told me nothing. We had to settle for Ying Yang Twins and all of it, which is great, and Lil Jon.
So funny.
She's hilarious. Beautiful.
I haven't listened to the album though.
Not a single skip.
Really?
The whole album from front to back is a bop.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
She actually just broke some kind of
like
record.
Lil Mama.
Don't do that.
Sorry. Apologize.
She does not.
Take it back.
You know who could be her mother? Wendy Raquel Robinson, who played Tasha Mack on The Game.
Oh, yes.
They look alike. That definitely looks like her daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially in this picture. Man, I loved that show.
What, The Game?
The Game.
Before it
went to
BET. The CW, I'm just saying, it was better.
The CW really knew what it was doing.
Yeah. But yeah, her album just came out. Amazing. It's an amazing album. She has Sexy Red on there, Lotto. She has Megan Thee Stallion, Kirk Franklin,
really,
Chandler Moore, T-Pain, Kiera Sheard. Who else is on there? What's the dude name? Finesse, Boss Man, somebody. Money Long. Yeah, that whole album is a bop. That's not the album. It's called Glorious.
Glory, hallelujah.
Yeah,
This
maybe
one?
it's called. Oh, that's just the song, but the actual album is called Glorious. Yeah, there you go.
This looks like a Sears head shot, but not in a bad way. Like in the you know how people used to do glamour shots?
Like, yeah, Olin Mills, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's old.
Yeah, I still got Olin Mills pictures. But yeah, everything on there is a bop.
Wow, I gotta listen.
Every single song.
T-Pain.
Yeah, T-Pain is on there.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this one with Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, let me tell you something. Meg Thee Stallion, I'm going to just put this out here now. I'm quite sure other people have already said it. Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla need to go ahead and put out a dual album.
Ooh.
Just call it a day. Like, do one of them 47 songs like how Chris Brown did. Just put
entire
out
playlist.
Listen, an entire playlist. Just put, Glorilla and Meg. I need y'all to put out 47 songs. Just
I've never stopped dancing.
back to back.
Talk about a hot girl summer.
Man, that's what they should have did before the tour when they went on tour together. Like, y'all need more songs together. That's all I'm saying. But
nice.
It's an amazing album. What were you telling me about Ari Lennox? Speaking of social media. Leaving social media?
She's leaving social media.
As of
She's
December.
out of here. Scram. She doesn't want to see her social media anymore.
That's right.
She let us know politely that in the coming months,
In
December
December.
perhaps, she will be exiting off of social media permanently, which I think is a very strange, soft ghost. Like what do they call it? Like a fadeaway. Why are you telling us now? Also, isn't everything on social media? Like, music is run through social media
exactly. That was what I was getting ready to say. I think here's what I find weird about some artists, right? And I get it. It appears as if she's doing it in regards to like her sobriety. I think the December 18th is her 2-year anniversary of sobriety. And I feel like with her, I would say like her and Summer Walker are two women who are just like, they are amazing artists. They have great music, beautiful voices, but they don't want to be famous. And I'm like, you can't come out with these beautiful voices and literally go after the fame. And then when you get it, you're like, no, but I want to remain private. That's not how that works, unfortunately, especially in this day and age. Like, y'all are not Sade, where you can be the mystery and go into hiding, come out, and then your whole fan base is like, oh my God, we've been waiting on you for 20 years. You can't do that. And I feel like with her rise to stardom and fame has been on social media. The way that celebrity works now, you have to be on social media in order for people to know what you're doing.
Right. So I would understand, like, I can completely understand not wanting to fuck with social media
True,
at all. But
absolutely.
I'm like, can't you just like, it would have made more sense for her social medias to just become like her artist brand,
Yeah.
like her manager controls it or
Exactly.
something, and just everyone be like, wow, we don't see her doing her own, you know, than to be like, I don't see how you can sustain a career in music,
True.
fashion, media, movie without social media.
Absolutely. And
in
it may just
2024.
be she's personally not going to be there on there as Ari Lennox the person, but may still have a presence as Ari Lennox the brand. Because if you take Ari Lennox the brand off of social media, I think it's going to be very, like you said, it's going to be very difficult for your fans to find out what you're doing now, or to bring in new fans. Your core base is going to be there,
Right.
but the new fans who want to hear your music and want to hear, like, that's the way you market. A lot of people market through social media, so it's going to be
Correct.
very difficult for you to be able to survive as an artist in the hearts and minds of your fans if you're not actually there using social media and using those tools. Because again, people like Sade, people like Beyonce, they get people like Rihanna, they can literally
Right.
post one thing and it goes billions of views. That's not where Ari Lennox is. And so, but they still use social media, even though they don't use it all the time. They still use it to promote certain things. And when Beyonce is promoting an album, she gets her ass on social media.
you have to.
You have to. That's the way that the world is right
But
now.
you don't personally have to be on social media.
No.
I just think I don't know. And you're allowed to do and say whatever you want. I just think that's a choice.
Yeah, true. I just feel like people want the fame until they realize what fame actually is. And I'm just like, stop. I think it's pissing me off because it's like you come into this artistry and come into this industry and people love you and they love your music. They love what you bring to the table. And then you start doing all of this stuff and just like, I'm going to take a backseat. Well, bitch, you should have never came out, because now I want more from you as a fan and as a supporter of your music or your artistry. And now you're pulling away, which is why other people don't give new artists a chance, because it's like, y'all start doing that weird shit where you're just like, oh, this is too much. It's too invasive. I want to step away. No, bitch, you done already came out with 2 albums. Come out with 2
You
more.
just got to limit yourself to begin with.
Exactly. Which is why I love the way that the artist, her, came out and no one knew what this girl looked like. She was a silhouette and that's all you knew about her. People in the industry knew what she looked like. And then she wore nothing but dark shades. And if she did perform live, everything, her whole stage was just dark. You could not tell who this girl was. And she forced you to have an appreciation for her artistry and for her music. And then now it's just like, oh, okay, her is everywhere.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, good for you for being able to get on social media.
Very brave, very strong.
Absolutely. And congratulations on your coming up on 2 years of
Hell yeah,
sobriety.
that
Like, that's
shit's
not
hard.
easy. Yeah. It's very hard. Anything else we need to talk about before we get out of here? What have you been watching?
This Netflix movie just came out called Lonely Planet with Laura Dern and the Hemsworth that's not Thor, Liam Hemsworth. It's just as bad as you think it would be. The boy cannot act, but it's just...
What is it called? The Lonely what?
It's called Lonely Planet.
What is it, like The Martian?
No, it's like quintessential... you know how Netflix is trying to do these Hallmark movies? Mm-hmm. It's that. It's like...
Ooh, we got a 39% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's not...
Damn.
Okay, listen, hear me out, everyone.
Shit.
It's not great, but it does that thing where it fills the void of just like a baseless nothing with pretty visuals playing in the background. And like, it's just a lighthearted, it's not like a comedy. It's just like a romantic movie. Like, these people find each other. They kind of hit it off. He's got stuff. She's got stuff.
Right.
It's just something to put in the background. Very lighthearted. It was, I wouldn't say run to watch it, but if you see it and you're like, I would like to look
If
at
you're
Liam
folding
Hemsworth.
laundry, go ahead and
That's
watch it.
exactly the kind of movie it is. It is a folding laundry movie.
Yeah.
If you, like I was, a teenager when the last song came out and you're like, I would love to look at Liam Hemsworth for an hour, this is the movie for you.
That's awesome.
That's it. That's all I've been watching.
That's pretty awesome. Well, I finally finished Uglies, the movie.
Why
on
did you
Netflix.
finish it?
Well, because I really thought, honestly, within my heart of hearts, I thought it was going to be a good ending. And it was just stupid.
Yeah.
Allegedly. It got 15% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I couldn't.
So if you're folding laundry, watch Uglies
I
again.
couldn't take Chase Stokes seriously. The guy at the beginning.
Yeah, he was just like a Ken doll. It was.
I was
really
trying
weird.
to hold on for Keith Powers. I love a Keith Powers.
Yeah, he's a beautiful man. Laverne Cox. Laverne Cox played her role very well. She's a
Yes.
great villain.
Yeah.
And she was beautiful in the movie, but it was predictable. You already knew what was going to happen. I was
Yeah.
like, because to me it felt like if The 100 on Netflix was an actual movie, that's what it would be.
It was also a book written for like 5th graders, so
Yeah, there was no real like antagonist. Not really. The storyline.
okay. So
Netflix, I'm gonna just need y'all to do better.
What did that get on Rotten Tomatoes?
What? Uglies? 15%. And IMDb was a 4.7 out of 10.
My God, I did not know it was that bad.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it was cool acting and whatnot, but it was like Barbie meets The 100.
15%.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I was folding laundry when I watched it.
Folding laundry show.
Yeah.
Okay,
I did get a lot of laundry done,
there you go.
you know, but yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Anyway. Anything else we need to talk about? What?
Whoa.
Anything else that we need to talk about before we get out of here?
No.
All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us for another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Y'all remember, again, it is PT month,
Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
early
Mental
voting.
Health Month, I think, right?
No.
Is it not
It
Mental
was just
Health
the Black
Awareness
Girl
Month?
Day off on the 11th.
Oh, okay.
I thought Mental Health Month was last month. Every month should be Mental Health Month. Who
You
knows?
know what? Ain't that right? It's Breast Cancer, World Vegetarian Day, Global Hand Washing
We're not
Day.
doing all that. We're
Yeah.
not doing all that. We're not doing
National
all
Kale Day.
that. Man, fuck Kale. We ain't doing all that shit.
Adopt a Shelter Dog Month.
Again, the main things.
AIDS
PT
Awareness Month.
Okay, that's important.
LGBTQ History Month.
There's two. Just celebrate the whole damn month.
ADHD Awareness Month.
Oh my God.
Gosh.
First of all, if a person has ADHD, they can't remember all this shit. Okay?
And you should be aware.
And
you will be
again,
aware.
early voting in the state of Texas from October the 21st to November the 1st. Get out there and vote. Vote, vote, vote.
Filipino American History Month.
Okay, we're done.
Remember to
are
spread
done.
love.
Spread light.
And don't forget to laugh your face off.
I was like, if you call out one more damn, it's this crumble cookie month. What the fuck?
Imagine.
Without the black people.
Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. Be sure to tune in to The Face Off every Tuesday where new episodes are released.